Welcome back, my friends, to the Elder Scrolls Online Greymoor, the new chapter that takes us back to the lands of Skyrim. And you guys can see Solitude just behind me in the distance there, and we even have the local farmstead that has been lovingly recreated by the team over at ZeniMax. We're located just here on the map outside of the great city of Solitude, and we are continuing the quest from yesterday, which is to tell the people of Solitude about the Ice Reach Coven, the Reachmen who have attacked Skyrim and are performing some kind of ritual that is turning people into blood fiends. So we've got to help the people of Western Skyrim to deal with the situation. Guys, if you missed yesterday's episode, which had the prologue, and I explained how we designed this character and gave you some beginner tips, it will be linked down below in the description. And again, if you want to follow along with this Let's Play, make sure you subscribe and press the bell notification icon. And then YouTube will notify you every time we release a new video. This poor man looks like he's been stabbed.
There's no time. Take this. Keep it safe.
What are you giving me?
Information. The Ice Reach Coven. At work in the west. Just need more proof. Go! They're coming!
Who's coming? The ones that attacked you?
Don't trust them. Only Lyris. She's...
Hold on. Oh god.
You there! What did that fugitive tell you?
Look how angry he is. He's so angry.
Who are you? Another spy? What did this lying Easterner say to you?
I was going about my business when I saw that he was injured.
Assisting a fugitive is a crime in Hafingar-Hold. Unless you want to find out how we deal with traitors and spies, tell me what he said to you.
He died before he could say anything. We can lie.
Lucky for you. If he had told you any seditious lies and you decided to keep them from us, you'd have been in real trouble.
I also came here to warn you about the Ice Reach Coven. They're definitely at work in the area.
Don't start spreading rumors about Reach witches. You go panicking the good folk of Solitude and I'll toss you in a cell. And how is it you know so much about this witch work?
I was abducted by the Coven, but I escaped after learning their plans. Seems very believable. I'm sure he'll trust this.
And my grandfather killed 12 giants with his bare hands.
Really?
But at least
Wow.
he had the good grace to string a few of their teeth around his neck before he made the claim. Got any proof? Or do you want to reconsider making a false report, eh?
All I have is my word. Yeah, great.
The word of an outsider isn't worth mammoth spit. Keep sticking your nose where it doesn't belong and you'll wind up just like him. Mind your own business, or you'll find that Solitude doesn't take kindly to instigators and strangers.
Very well.
Go on.
Oh, Jesus.
Just remember, I'll be keeping an eye on you.
I'm sure you will. So this poor man gave us a scrap of paper. Rondold, the guards came asking about you. They were rattling their scabbards at anyone they could find. Scared, I hid your horse in the woods. I'll wait in the barn by the stables outside of the city, but only for one more day. An official looking form with an annotation. Saw a crew member marking several crates on the decks. Hidden compartments maybe. Couldn't get a look inside though. Left a surprise for you. Follow the directions. Where the stone stands south of the lonely docks, in the shadow of their shelter, where the living trees keep watch. So there must be like a hidden secret there if we actually venture over and find it. Now before we move on here, my friends, let me explain how the stable works. Now I believe it's at level 10, you get given a free horse. So if you're a new player, don't buy any of these horses worth like, 42,000 gold or anything like that. Just wait until you're level 10, you get one for free. And then you can equip your horse in the collection tab. There's a mount section, and then just press H to get on it. Unfortunately, all of your horses will be extremely slow. So you're going to need to go to the stable master, and then you need to upgrade your horses. Now, I don't even have 250 gold yet, so I can't upgrade it on this character. But every single day, you can upgrade the speed by 1% to a maximum cap of 60%. You also have stamina and carrying capacity. I recommend maxing out your speed first because it is by far the most useful stat, but that's essentially all you need to know about that. So this clue told us that there was something across the other side of the harbour. So let's go ahead and ride out of Solitude and cross the swamp area. So the note suggested that there were some marked crates that may have some hidden evidence inside. I guess this is the marked crate here. Have a look what's inside. Ash covered fragments. The note also mentioned that if we cross the river from the docks, we're going to find these sort of standing Stonehenge like things over here. I recommend, by the way guys, when you come across these plants like Nightshade, they do sell for quite a lot of money if you collect them, so I recommend actually picking up the alchemy ingredients at least as you go. It looks like there's a hidden treasure. There's a letter to Lyris tucked between the covers. Lyris, if you're reading this, I never made it to our meeting at the Blue Palace. I'm likely either dead or in a dungeon, but I was able to send word your way. I don't have solid proof that this Ice Reach coven you're hunting is in Hafinger Hold, but something's rotting in the capital city of Solitude. I know I'm on the right trail. Unfortunately, it seems that they know it too, so I wish I could give more information to you. Let's just deal with this thing. Bring what I found to Queen Gerhild. She's more level-headed than the High King. Without her influence, I doubt you'll even be able to see the High King. Apparently Brondold also had a contact he was meant to be meeting in the local stables. And there she is,
Stay
very
back.
hidden.
I'll do it. I'll stab you.
Oh, hello there.
I mean it. One step closer, and I'll stick you like a hawker.
I'm not here to hurt you. I just need to talk about Brondold.
I don't know any Brondold. That is what I told the guards, and that is what I'm telling you. I don't want any more trouble. You make me stab you, and it's my word against yours.
Brondold is dead. He left me with a handful of papers and a lot of questions.
Dead? Stone's mercy. And I'm next, aren't I? I promise. I don't know anything. I won't make any trouble. I'll disappear. I don't even like it here. You'll never see me again.
I didn't kill him. Just tell me what this is all about.
He did not tell me a lot. Said he was tracking some bad people. Asked me to keep an eye out for any unusual comings and goings. He'd come by now and then with a sweet roll and a few coins for my trouble. He was nice.
He paid you in sweet rolls. Bless him. And did you see anything out of the ordinary?
The last time we spoke, it was about the men with the job postings. A pair of wolves in sheep's clothing. Trying to blend in, but still off around the edges. Same with their horses. Sheared mountain mares. Come from the Reach, I wager.
What about the job postings?
Flyers. They were hanging them at the inn around the city. Something about a lucrative opportunity in the Druidic Mountains. I really did not pay them a lot of attention. I was more interested in the men distributing them.
So now we've got all this information, we can find Lyris Titanball, who is located inside Solitude. Now, if you guys played the original ESO base game, Lyris will actually, you would have met her before. Same if you've been through one of the DLC dungeons that is in the game currently. So if you've actually played with her before and met her, then she'll react to you appropriately. But obviously on this new character, she's going to be a stranger to us. So it's kind of interesting that they actually went to that level of detail in the game, and I do appreciate that. That, you actually, it feels like you kind of form some relationships with characters, which usually a lot of MMOs just don't seem to do. So here we are in Solitude. As you can see, this is where the old High King of Skyrim, well, in a few hundred years, actually gets beheaded. And this is the pub, which isn't called the Winking Skeever, because obviously this is based way before Skyrim. But it has been lovingly recreated, as you can see, and it's very much still a imperial-looking fortress. So apparently we're going to find Lyris inside the Blue Palace. So hey, let's just have a wander through the city. This is clearly the market area. That looks better than it did in Skyrim, in my opinion. And then we have the City Way Shrine, which I recommend you walk close to just so you can discover it. So you can fast travel back here really easily later. And then let's get on a horse here and ride down this street. Now, you can, I think, in the Crown Store, you can buy the same house you could buy in Skyrim. Though it's a bit too expensive for me, so I'm not going to be buying it. And wow, all the textures aren't loading in. That's not good. Oh, dearie me. I think we may have some texture issues just because of the amount of players that are trying to access the server and whatnot. Because this DLC is just released. But let's go inside the Blue Palace anyway. And look who it is. It's Lyris. The Courtyard of Solitude is looking magnificent, though. Hello there, Lyris.
I'm accustomed to stairs, but I reached my threshold for gawkers a long time ago. Move along. I'm waiting for someone.
Brunhild isn't coming. He's dead.
He's what? Damn it. Queen Gerhild will be here at any moment. Look, Her Highness is expecting to talk to me and my contact. I need you to pretend to be that contact, or this will go very badly.
What's this all about?
We can exchange intimate details of our lives later. Right now, just know that the safety of all of Skyrim, maybe even all of Tamriel, depends on how this meeting goes. So follow my lead and be on your best behavior with Her Highness.
Follow your lead with what? How am I this confused? You just explain what's going on.
Lyris Titanborn. Your reputation is known even here in the West. Is this one of your famed companions?
No, but I assure you my partner is one of the Skald King's best. Go introduce yourself, partner.
I am Gerhild, Queen of Skyrim. Allow me to welcome you on behalf of our kingdom, our city, and our hold. Who might you be?
I'm so sorry about the textures, guys. It's one of those things. It's an online game. There's nothing I can do about it.
The letter that preceded your arrival said an attempt was made on the Skald King's life. It indicated that High King Svargrim would be next. My husband took that as an accusation and a threat. He will not meet with you, but I will hear you out.
I've witnessed some concerning things since I've arrived here, Your Majesty.
Have you anything that would persuade my husband? It will take some substantial evidence to convince High King Svargrim to heed the words of the hated Yoren, the Skald King.
I encountered a coven of Reach Witches operating in your kingdom.
Trouble from the Reach is as common as snow in winter. That will not be enough for Svargrim to accept the help of outsiders. His hatred of Yoren runs deep. I will speak on your behalf, but you and Lyris must bring me proof my husband cannot ignore.
We'll find the proof that you need, Your Majesty.
Thank you for alerting me to this situation. I am eager to see what else you uncover. I will do what I can, but be as discreet as possible. If you run afoul of my husband, he won't hesitate to return you to Yoren, and not necessarily in one piece.
Why is there bad blood between the High Kings anyway?
Eastern and Western Skyrim have been at odds since the kingdom was divided. Yoren's ambitions for the Ruby Throne, however, have created a new level of tension. Forming alliances and raising armies for conquest. Should we not be wary of such a man?
So he thinks he might take over his kingdom.
Frankly, yes. He believes Yoren hasn't marched here with an army as yet, because the Western holds are firmly united against Pact rule. My husband is certain Yoren plots to erode those allegiances. You will not easily earn the High King's trust.
Okay, well, we'll try and find some evidence for you.
You handled that better than I expected. Now what in Mara's name happened to Brunhild?
He was fleeing pursuit and gave me a bundle of papers before he died.
Damn. Lucky thing he found you. Brunhild was supposed to get the lay of the land before I got here. Without his information, my work for Yoren the Skald King could be over before it begins. What did he give you? Hand it over.
Here's everything I found.
Smugglers and Reachmen up to illicit business. Nothing unusual there, but Brunhild thought it could be connected to the Coven. I'm short a good investigator, and you stepped into the role easily enough. Can I count on you to help me with this?
Of course you can.
Brunhild mentioned some locals we should have a talk with. A snitch named Grega who likes to gamble in back alleys, and an orc named Mog who frequents the Lonely Troll Inn. Let's find them and see what they can tell us.
The Lonely Troll Inn is the new Winking Skeever, with a name change. Can you explain what this is all about? Who are you again?
Lyris Titanborn. I was one of Emperor Varen's 5 companions. Currently, I serve Yoren the Skald King. Skyrim's my home, and I'll do whatever's necessary to protect it. Whoever's behind these threats will regret it, as soon as we identify them.
So just north from the Blue Palace, we've got to check these back alleys for some people who might know something more than we do. There is a quest here, but we're not going to do that. Hello there.
Hey, don't step on the dice. There a reason you're interrupting our game, Horkface?
Rendol said you'd know something about the smuggler's goods from Sentinel.
Don't know any Brondhold. Don't know you. Either way, I got nothing to tell you. Get lost. I'm on a winning streak.
If you won't talk to me, you can talk to my friend with a large axe. Now, if you have the Fighters Guild and Mages Guild skill line, there is a Persuade and Intimidate option you can unlock in there with one of your skill points. It's definitely worth getting if you're planning on doing a lot of questing in the game, because it comes in handy a lot. And I'll be showing you how to unlock those skill lines shortly. But let's go with this option for now.
My friend asked nicely. Talk, or the next thing to roll will be your heads.
Kassala! She handles all the smuggling in Solitude. Her warehouse is on the docks.
That wasn't so hard. Come on, partner. We're done here.
Look at this sneaky cheat over here, like an assassin playing games with them. Alright, so now before we go to the docks, we've got to go over to the Lonely Troll Inn.
Castle Dower is a monument to the Western spirit. Stony and cheerless. Maybe the new tower will liven up the place.
Indeed. Not built yet, though. So, the Lonely Troll Inn is just here, where we enter the city. And now the textures are back on the ground, which is good.
You must be Mog. I have questions.
Questions? Happy to oblige. Buy a few rounds and let's chat.
You're going to answer me, Orc.
Jesus.
Hey! Nobody intimidates my friends.
Princess Svana.
Who gave you the right to walk in here and bully my friend? Did my father send you?
Why would your father send someone to bully Marga? I mean, I was all up for a beer with him, to be fair.
Because he doesn't like Mog. But I like Mog. Mog doesn't care that I'm a princess, and it doesn't matter to me that Mog's a scoundrel. If my father didn't send you, why are you threatening my friend?
We wanted to ask if he saw people putting up the job postings.
Smelly bastards. Cheap, too. Wouldn't buy us a drink. They hung their flyers and left without saying a word. Then, a different smelly bastard showed up to sign on workers. He was a charmer, though.
You remember anything about this charmer?
His breeches fit well. And he was handsome. Not a Nord. Breton, maybe. I didn't really listen to what he was saying. A half-dozen workers left with him. Off to the Drudok Mountains or someplace. He hasn't been back since.
Thank you, Your Highness.
Let's talk outside, partner.
Alright, partner. We're partners now, I didn't realise. Goodness me.
So we've got a mysterious Breton possibly working with Reachmen, recruiting workers for some unknown purpose. Plus there's a smuggler hiding unknown contraband in a warehouse down by the docks. I say we deal with the smuggler first.
Why the smuggler?
We know where to find her, and we more or less know what she's up to. And if the two are connected, maybe the smuggler can help us narrow our search for the Breton. Ready to visit Casella's warehouse?
I'm ready to go. So apparently Casella's warehouse is just outside the city, and I've no doubt we're going to find some trouble in there. Alright, here we are once again at the Solitude docks, and now we can check inside the storage area.
That's Casella's warehouse. Only one sentry. Let's try not to cause a scene.
Maybe we can talk our way in here, Lyris.
Private property. Get lost. Wait. A half-giant? Is that Lyris Titanborn?
You know Lyris?
Blood and Blade. Everyone knows Lyris Titanborn. What a woman. She's even larger than I imagined. No wonder she fought Swordmaster Sai Sahan to a draw. Wait, is he here too?
No, just us.
Until Kassala returns, I'd be happy to keep fair Lyris company in her stead.
Perhaps we could wait inside.
Alas, Kassala doesn't allow visitors when she isn't here to conduct business. But we can wait out here. Do you think Lyris would autograph my ancestral scabbard? It would mean so much to my son. When I have one. Do you know if Lyris is betrothed?
I'm not sure. But if you get your scabbard, I'm sure she'd be happy to autograph it.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. You don't know how much this means to me.
Where's
I
he
don't
off
know
to?
what you said to him, but this is our chance. Try the lock.
She didn't have a clue. I love this Oblivion lockpicking system. You just hold down the button until it starts to vibrate, and then it's about to sink into place, and you can let go. And it opens. There we go. And there's a whole party of people in here.
See what's in those marked crates. I'll watch the door.
Ancestral urn. Ash and bones. This gets better and better. Very, very charming people we're dealing with here, I'm sure.
But we all need roots.
Reach ritual fetishes. Okay. Alright,
Was hoping
Lyris.
through our shipments would return. Brought muscle this time, I see.
More than you. Care to try me?
I'll pass. I just want to know who's been meddling in my business.
Let's have a chat with her then.
I had a feeling it wasn't just an opportunistic thief trying to steal my cargo. What are you after?
Proof of a plot against the High King. Care to explain about these crates?
A plot against the High King? Involving plundered antiquities from Hammerfell? Preposterous. I'm simply facilitating a transaction between treasure hunters and a rich collector. So, who am I paying the bribe to? You or the High King?
What about these rich fetishes?
Give me that! Tribal craft's my arse. I told that son of a skeever I don't deal in arcane goods, especially ones from the Reach. Nothing but sorrow comes from such business. This isn't cursed, is it?
Who hired you to smuggle this?
No name, just instructions and gold. Shipments come in, I make sure no one looks too closely and wait for a pickup. Never see the same face twice. Last time it was a smooth-talking Breton with Nord laborers in tow. You want more? I need assurances.
I'm sure we can work something out.
They're taking the cargo to an abandoned lodge in the foothills north of Solitude. Occasionally used it myself when the city guard was being thorough. Want to catch them? Start there. If that's all, we're leaving. I'm not losing my head over this.
Can you tell me anything else about the Breton?
The Breton was sly. Handsome even. Thought he could charm me into taking on additional shipments. Now that I know what's involved, the trouble isn't worth it. The Nords were local, hired hands from the Lonely Troll.
You never checked your cargo?
I'm paid not to ask too many questions. This arrangement was a lucrative one. I trusted them, but it seems they took advantage of my natural greed. That won't happen again.
Well, that's why they paid you a lot. So, Lyris,
Ronald had good instincts. We're definitely onto something. Our mystery buyer is hiring locals to haul these urns and reach fetishes out of the city. But for what purpose?
maybe a vampire fetish. It has something to do with the ritual.
The Coven was also perfecting some kind of ritual in Icereach. Something to do with storms. If these fetishes are from Icereach, you may be onto something. Still, why involve the locals? Seems like an unnecessary risk.
I guess we should check out the lodge then.
Good idea. Head there while I circle around from the other direction. Maybe I can catch them before they reach the lodge. Just be careful. I'd rather not lose another partner at this point in the investigation.
I didn't realize we were friends now.
Give your sentry my best, and tell him I owe him an autograph.
Oh, he's gonna get more than an autograph if I see him again.
God damn, very kinky indeed. All those fetishes about as well. The abandoned lodge is located north in the mountains here, just above Solitude itself. So now before we head off into the mountains, my friends, there's something I recommend you guys do right now if you are a new player at the start of the game. If you're on a new character, this is the best thing you can do. So you want to go to the starting area of your faction. For me, in the Daggerfall faction, it's over here on the map, Glenumbra, and it's here, the Daggerfall Way Shrine. If you're in the Ebonheart pack, it's over here, I believe, in Stonefalls, and then you want to fast travel over here to Devon's Watch. And if you're in the Aldmeri Dominion, it's in the south near Gratswood, just over here on the map, and you want to fast travel over to the Elden Route. But myself, I'm going to Daggerfall, so let's go ahead and fast travel to that way shrine. It's very important at the start of the game, whenever you make a new character, to join the Fighters Guild and the Mages Guild right from the start to unlock their quest lines. So once you get to your home city, you're just going to be looking for the Fighters Guild sword symbol and the Mages Guild symbol, as you can see. Once you've found those two locations, Fighters Guild and Mages Guild, just head on inside. Just run inside and look for a quest icon like this, and then you can talk to this guy. So just click through this dialogue, and then what you'll get is the new skill line for the Fighters Guild. So complete the quest, and as you guys can see, we've unlocked the Fighters Guild skill line. How you level up this is destroying dark anchors or killing Daedra or undead. So obviously if you're killing vampires, you're going to be leveling this up. So it's important you accept it as early on as possible in the game. Now we're going to go to the Mages Guild, which is just across the street in this particular place. And then we're just going to speak to this lady here.
Welcome to the Mages
She's got a quest and ask about the Mages Guild. I'm going to skip through this.
Excellent.
And then she's going to give you the skill line for the Mages Guild, like so. So if I have a look at my skills, I've now got the Fighters Guild and the Mages Guild skill line. And I can unlock the Persuade skill and the Intimidate skill just here, if I want to. Now the way you level up the Mages skill line is you have to collect lore books, which I'll talk about as we go through this Let's Play. But now we've done that, let's head back to Western Skyrim. And we need to go north of Solitude. So let's just fast travel to this way shrine here. Okay, let's start heading up the mountainside here towards this abandoned shack. And see if we can discover anything once we reach it. I'm sure we'll find a few bad guys. There are a few trolls around here, so it's clearly very abandoned, that's for sure. Let's take these things out. Get wrecked some. There we go. Beautiful. Alright, let's grab our horse. We've got to come around here to the left and further up the path to reach our quest objective. Hidden here somewhere in the mountain ranges. Here we go. This is... Oh! There's a lot of crows around here. Oh, hello! Oh, boss battle. Here we go. Goodness me, I should have blocked that.
I have more than I need, so I'll just feast on you here.
Right, let's hit him with some crystal shards here. These crystal shards are really cool in first person. Oh, let's interrupt him before he steals my blood. There we go, taking him out. Patriarch Zaros. He's actually the guy from the trailer. He looks very similar, doesn't he? Apart from he has a beard. If you guys have seen the live action trailer. And look, there is a heavy sack here. Let's grab that. Heavy sacks usually just contain like a bunch of different ingredients or crafting materials, so they're always worth taking. And then we have a Thieves Trove, which you need the Thieves Guild skill line to actually pick up. But these are stolen items that you can fence to increase your Thieves Guild skill line. If you're like an ESO Plus member, you'll have that automatically. But let's go inside Gorn's Lodge anyway. We know this place was protected, so there must be something important here. Ah, look, some blueprints. That's pretty useful. Crafting material. Anything in these bookshelves? No. I'll take these drinks, though. Alright, let's read this letter to the Patriarch. To the Pentarch. Pentarch Zaros. Preparations are complete, my brother Breton. Breton brother. I'm so dyslexic. We are ready to begin the ritual. Send the latest shipment to Kilcreath Temple. Sister Abrit will put everything to good use. You have done well. Await my next command. R. Who is R, though? That is the question. Alright, let's go back to Lyris. Lyris we can meet just on the road here, so maybe she's found another track that we can follow. Who knows? I'm a huge fan of this Greymoor Collector's Edition Greyhound mount It looks so cool. Right, apparently she's over here somewhere. There she is. She's hiding
Over
in a
here,
bush.
partner.
Jesus, Lyris, what did you do?
All I found were these reachmen stalking the pass. Decided they'd rather die than talk, so I obliged. They don't look like they're from Ice Reach, but they are wearing the Coven's medallions. Anyway, did you find the lodge?
The lodge was empty, but I found a letter for the Breton. Orders to send the shipment to Kilcreech.
Kilcreeth? The temple to Meridia? Why would the Ice Reach Coven target a local Daedra cult?
The letter said that they were ready for the ritual to start as soon as they received that shipment. They must be starting very soon.
Damn, we're running out of time. I'll head back to Solitude and try again to warn High King Svargrim. You go to Kilcreeth Temple and alert Meridia's priests. I'll meet you there as soon as I can.
Warn the priests? Shouldn't I attempt to stop the ritual?
You'll be going up against the Coven by yourself. Warn the priests. If there's an opportunity to safely stop or delay the ritual, by all means, but don't take any unnecessary chances. I still don't want to lose another partner. Good luck.
Bless her. She really likes us. It's kind of like, it doesn't really make that much sense why she likes us, because she's only just met us, but obviously if you have done the whole campaign with her, like, you would know her and be a good friend with her, and you understand why without spoiling anything. Alright, I'll see you at the temple. Let's go ahead and harvest this runestone. Now, the ingredients you get from runestones are usually based on your level, so if you have like level 1 enchanting skill, the runestones that you get from there are going to be pretty crap. This is a marker, by the way, that just tags the location of the runestone if you want to come and harvest those things in the future and do like a crafting run. You don't need to install that add-on if you don't want it, though. I just have it because when I'm crafting, it's super helpful and makes my life a lot easier. Apparently, Meridia's temple is just down the road. Not far away at all. There is a way shrine here, though, so let's make sure we grab that first. So we can fast travel back to it in the future. What are you hitting? Excuse me. Oh,
Hold, my
hello.
friend. A disaster has befallen Kilcreeth Temple.
Okay.
Didn't I send you to Solitude? This place isn't safe. The Ice Reach Coven performed a ritual and summoned one of those Hero Storms. Now Kilcreeth Temple is crawling with Hero Fiends.
I was sent to warn the temple priests. I'm looking into the coven for Queen Gertrude.
I'm sorry, but you're too late. The Coven unleashed their unnatural Hero Storm, and now the entire area is overrun by vampires and Hero Fiends. Still, meeting you again is fortuitous. We worked well together before, and I could use your help.
There's nothing I can do for the temple priests, then.
There may be survivors who could use your help. And if we can learn more about the ritual that summoned the Hero Storm, we might be able to determine how to stop them. Or at the very least, we can figure out where they plan to strike next.
What do you need me to do?
I could use your help to examine the strange pikes erected around the temple. Hero Fiends and vampires roam the area, making it difficult to get close. Hence the need for your assistance. You see, I'm not that confident in my combat prowess.
What exactly happened at the temple, then?
The Ice Reach Coven performed a ritual that unleashed a Hero Storm on the temple. It struck without warning and evaporated as quickly as it began. But in its wake, it left behind Hero Fiends. Innocent priests and pilgrims transformed into monsters.
What's a Hero Storm?
That's what I heard the Ice Reach Coven call the storm that struck Kilcreeth Temple. It's magical in nature. The result of some sort of ritual performed by the witches. I'm still investigating, but I think the Hero Fiends are a byproduct of the storm.
Alright. Let's go and have a look at what's going on here.
Look! A priest of Meridia! Maybe they can tell us more about what happened at the temple.
Alright, it seems like there's a lot of enemies down here for us to deal with. So let's take them out. Beautiful. Oh god. Many of the priests have already transformed, it seems. Are you even attacking, buddy, or just standing there? Let's summon our scampy friend to help out with us. The vampiric bear, that looks so evil. More dead priests that didn't even transform. Let's go up into the mountain ridge here. Seems like that's where we're going to find these things we need to destroy. Hello there. Oh, we're level 4. Fantastic. Let's go ahead and claim the rewards of leveling up. We have a choice here. I'm going to go for the light breaches because obviously we are using light armor. We're going to put another point into magicka. Alright, so the next skill we probably want to invest in is a destruction skill. Wall of Elements is really good for PvE. Force Shock is also decent for burst damage. But considering we're going to be doing a lot of PvE right now, let's go for Wall of Elements. This is like an endgame skill as well. I'm going to put that on number 2 for myself. And that means that we're going to be leveling up all 3 skill lines and our destruction skill line as well. Oh, hello there. I realised this random lady was going to spawn in front of us out of nowhere. Erect some. Summon unstable familiar, increase to level 5. That's good. Alright, so this is apparently the thing we need to destroy or examine. Okay. Alchemical residue.
An alchemical residue. That should prove useful.
Okay. Let's go and get the next one then. There's one just further down the road here. Oh, hello. So it's kind of like an AoE ability, essentially, that helps kill these enemies and apply sort of damage over time effect while it's on the ground. Usually it's kind of spell you'd have on your back bar once you unlock the ability to weapon swap. So there's another heavy sack with some iron ore, and here's something else we can harvest up ahead. Make sure we block that attack. How dare you? Dark magic increase level 5. That's good to know. A witch pike.
It's depleted. Just ordinary sticks and rope now.
Very interesting indeed. Alright, let's head down the path there and see what the final relic is going to show us. Looks like it's just beyond this Nordic house. Oh, sorry for the people that live there. There we go. Yeah, wrecked. Set these zombies on fire.
Can you feel the lingering energy? That's Daedric, if I'm not mistaken. These depleted witch pikes expended a lot of power to summon the Harrowstorm. Now they're just ordinary sticks, but even in this state, they tell us much about the ritual that flowed through them.
Remind me, what did we learn by examining the depicted witch pikes?
I'm sure now that the pikes play a significant role as focal points for the storm ritual. The prepared pikes are depleted as the ritual runs its course, but I sensed lingering energy, including a Daedric taint. And we found an intriguing residue. The remains of an alchemical poultice that was spread over the pikes. Smells like rotting fungus, doesn't it? With a little study, I should be able to identify each ingredient in its makeup. Then I can begin to understand the ritual.
Should we take a closer look at the temple now?
One other thing I want to check first. I noticed the pilgrims leading a cart away from the temple right before the storm hit. Coven members could have tried to slip away among the innocents. The cart should be along the road south of the temple.
Alright, let's go and check. I reckon they're all dead. Like, almost... Oh my god, it's Meridia! The Temple of Meridia! Meridia's beacon! This is where we get the sword in Skyrim. Wow, that's so cool. There's another person we can get a side quest from there, but I'm going to ignore that for now and focus on the main quest. So, apparently this is where the peasants were. Hello there.
Strange. They're alive, but unresponsive. Check the crates and see if they contain the smuggled items.
Okay. Dust and ashes.
Did you find anything of interest in the crate?
Just dust and ash.
I can't believe anyone knowingly involved would have let themselves be exposed to the storm. Perhaps the pilgrims were tricked into transporting the crate. Or maybe it was slipped into their cart.
Should we check the temple?
Yes, of course. Though I fear what we may find there. The temple was clearly at the center of the storm. Regardless, there's still a lot we don't know about the effects of this ritual. Observing the target area could offer new insights.
Alright, let's head to the temple. Mate, I feel like every single game that comes out, Meridia's temple is violated continuously. Last time there was some kind of dark taint we had to remove, and then she rewarded us with Dawnbreaker. You can actually get Dawnbreaker in the game as well. It's the Fighters Guild final skill you unlock, and it's just like this super bright light where you smash the ground. Oh god. Hello there. Now vampires do have a weakness to fire, so that is very useful to us when we use those abilities. Take them out. There we go. Destruction staff is now increasing pretty quick as well. There's some more enemies over there, and the lore book about the Divines and the Nords, which I obviously won't read now because it's not really relevant to this quest. Right, we can sneak past these guys, my friends. Yeah, we're hidden now. I have no idea. So it seems like there's a lot of crows eating some priest bodies here. Acolyte bodies.
These are temple priests and pilgrims. It seems the storm killed them. I'll need to perform more tests. But from what we've seen, I believe the storm affects mortals in 3 distinct ways. It kills them, transforms them into harrow fiends, or leaves them mindless. I suppose I'd say it harrowed those poor pilgrims.
So what do we do next?
I want to learn more about the ritual, and how it produces the harrow storms. And I need to confirm my theories about the storm's effects. I'll start by examining the residue from the witch pike to identify the components used to power the ritual.
What do you need to examine the residue?
My alchemical equipment. It's extremely fragile, so I left it in my pack. I hid it among a copse of trees once I saw all the vampires and harrow fiends. Once I retrieve it, I can find a place to begin my analysis.
Let's go. Alright, it's just up the road, so let's run over there. Oh, it looks like...
That's close enough, Leech.
Hello?
Wait! I'm not part of the coven!
Don't worry about Lyris, my friend. She only has one mode, and that is absolute pissed mode.
Looks like I made it back just in time. This place is crawling with vampires, and that one was about to make a meal out of you.
This is Fenrisian of House Ravenwatch. He's actually investigating the Ice Reach Coven, just like us.
House Ravenwatch. I've heard of them, but he's a long way from Rivenspire. Well, if you're willing to trust a vampire, I suppose I can too.
Wow.
I spotted a coven witch. If we hurry, we might be able to catch her.
Where?
On the cliff overlooking the temple. Calls herself Sister Embrit. I was going to rush her, but I wanted to make sure you hadn't run afoul of any of these monsters first. No offense, Fen. Come on. If we're lucky, the witch is still up there.
I'll meet you there.
Perhaps I could question the witch?
So the witch is just north on the altar. Let's go and find her and kill her. Enemies ahead. Look at that damage. Beautiful. I love this, like, lightning strike ability. It's so satisfying to use. There we go. Vampire Legionary, eh? A vampiric recruit indeed. Some more up here, just ahead of us. Watch out for that power attack. Now, if you didn't know, guys, dodge rolling in this game allows you to pretty much dodge roll anything. You get, like, iframes, so you're essentially invincible while you're dodge rolling something. So that power attack, I don't need to block it necessarily, but it does throw her off balance if I do block it, which is good for, like, regaining resources. Oh, we got a belt as well, and let's equip some of this other stuff we haven't equipped yet. We can learn that too. Alright, perfect. Now let's try and stop this witch before she summons something else. Oh god, we have some more enemies. So sometimes it can be more beneficial to block if you get to knock someone off balance. and other times it's just more beneficial to dodge roll. As you play the game for longer, you really start to figure out what's better and what's not.
Kill him.
I really like this lightning ability though. Oh goodness me. He's very aggro. There we go, taking them out. As you can see, we're getting Fighters Guild experience for killing these vampires, which is why it was really important for us to go away and accept the Fighters Guild before we actually started the main quest. I'm sure we're going to level this up a few times during the quest itself. And as for the Mages Guild, we need to find law books, and I'll show you some of those as we go.
Not even harrowed. It seems the ritual needs refinement.
Kill her before she can summon another storm.
Oh my god, she doesn't look happy though.
Willing sacrifices. How nice.
Sacrifice? I'd rather give you my axe, witch.
Give her the axe, Lyris. Give her the axe. Let's take her out. Oh yes, lightning to the face.
I hoped you could take her prisoner. No matter. I found something. This way?
Go with your vampire friend. I'm gonna look around here.
Quite a cool little boss fight though. It's a broken
Do you
urn.
see? These are the same as the urns smuggled from Bankarai. They didn't just shatter. They exploded. I can sense traces of magicka clinging to the shards that matched the energy used in the storm ritual. These other fragments, though.
Other fragments?
All this rubble scattered around didn't just come from these urns. The texture and patterns are different. They appear to have used the funerary dust in the urns to summon the harrow storms. But I'm not sure what was inside the larger vessels.
Larger vessels? I feel like I'm just playing dumb whenever I respond to this guy.
Look at the shape of the fragments. They come from a hollow receptacle of some sort. Something at least as tall as you. Perhaps larger. Just another piece of the puzzle. Maybe when I analyze the witchpike residue, an answer will suggest itself.
Come to Solitude with us. There must be a place where we can set up your equipment. I mean, he's definitely going to say no. He's a vampire.
Thank you, but no. I try to avoid large population centers. The temptation. You understand. I'll find someplace nearby, but out of the way where I can set up my equipment and work undisturbed. I'll send word when I have something to report.
You have a location in mind?
I met a clever woman who lives in the bog near Morthal. Old Mjolnir's a dying breed among the Nords, a practitioner of the old magic. The locals both admire and fear her. If anyone can help me untangle the Coven's ritual, it's her.
Why do you think she can help?
Mjolnir's experience with the old ways and reach magic make her ideally suited to assist me in this endeavor. She's the closest thing to an expert we're likely to find out here. At least one who doesn't want to feed our eyes to a harpy.
We know where Morthal is. You had a theory, though, about the effects of the Harrowstorm.
Yes, but more research is required to confirm anything. Still, from what we observed here, it appears the Harrowstorm produced 3 distinct results in those caught within it. It turned them into Harrowfiends, or harrowed, or it simply killed them.
I've noticed in some of the dialogue, by the way, guys, they repeat themselves, so I'm just going to cut out some of the audio if I feel like the characters are just saying the same thing over and over again. Because you're not stupid, I'm not stupid, you get the storyline, and if it doesn't add anything, then I just won't leave it in the video, because I don't want to waste your time with this Let's Play. Alright, Lyris, she looks so judgmental.
So, what did your vampire friend discover?
Fenrisian thinks the Harrowstorm creates the Harrowfiends and the Harrowed. This is like a tongue twister, man. Jesus Christ, what is that sentence?
Reach witches summoning magical storms to create feral vampires?
Yeah.
That's horrible, but to what purpose? Well, that's the next puzzle to solve. First, we need to get this information to the Queen. Here. This was for Brondel, but it's yours now.
Ambrit Iceflame. Now, if you're new to the game, you'll get a lot of quest rewards like this. 99% of them are pretty much worthless and you can sell them or break them down if they're not useful to you. So, you know, don't worry about collecting them or anything like that. The gear cap in the game is at champion level 160. So don't even bother getting like your final gear set until you reach that level, because you'll only be getting under level gear essentially. Right, let's complete the quest.
Queen Gerhild needs to hear what we discovered at Kilcreath Temple. Hopefully that will be enough for her to get us an audience with High King Svargrim.
Do we have enough evidence to convince the king and queen of the danger?
The queen seemed reasonable. She'll believe us. As for Svargrim, who can tell? I haven't met the man, but everything I've heard describes him as prideful, arrogant, and hard-headed. Even with the queen's help, there's no guarantee.
So what do we do if the High King refuses to see us?
I'd like to knock down the palace door, grab him by the throat, and shake him until he listens. That would probably start a war, though, and Yoren specifically asked me to avoid that. For now, let's bring our evidence to Queen Gerhild.
Alright, let's do that.
If there's anything else we need to discuss, let's get it out of the way now, before we return to Solitude.
Why do you think the Icereach Coven even wants to turn people into Harrow Fiends?
Hey, you and Fenorian came to that conclusion, not me. Still, it makes as much sense as anything. As to why, I have no idea. This connection to vampires, though, that's troubling. We should keep Fen away until we get into Svargrim's good graces.
Alright, so the next quest, we need to return to Solitude and begin Dark Clouds over Solitude and try and get the High King's help. But guys, I'm going to end today's episode here. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your support, your likes, your comments on the video. It really does help them out. I'm not going to lie, like, you guys mean the world to me, and just having this many people even watch me play through the DLC like this is absolutely amazing. So thank you for watching, guys. And if you're interested in getting this DLC for yourself, you can find a link down below in the description. And of course, if you want to continue watching the Let's Play, as I said, subscribe, press the bell notification icon, and then YouTube will tell you when the next episode comes out. And of course, I'll link it down below as usual, and the whole playlist will be there. But thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day, and goodbye.